What if the person who wants to destroy you is already smiling in your face? They sit close, they listen, they nod at the right times, but something always feels off. You can't explain it, not with logic, but your instincts scream when they enter the room. See, when someone hates you, it's visible. You feel the tension. But when someone wants you erased, they move in silence. They twist the truth. They get inside your head and start tearing you down from the inside out. This isn't drama, it's calculated destruction. And if you miss the warning signs, they win. These are the 5 signs a person doesn't just hate you, they want you dead. Number 1, they don't try to win, they try to break you. People who are against you don't all want to beat you. A few people want something deeper. Someone who is competing with you might want to work harder, shine brighter, or get ahead of you. But a real danger, a real enemy, they don't want to get better. Their goal is to hurt you. Not in a way that is loud and clear, but quietly. Be careful. They don't want to win a fight. Their goal is to get rid of you. It doesn't even look like a fight at first. That's the scary part. They show up as a friend, an open book, someone whose eyes flash with something else when they smile when you win. What if you fall? They're not far away. Not to pick you up, but to look at the damage. They will tell you what to do. Please help. A way out. But it always feels a little off. It's odd how they timed it. Even though their ideas sound good, you always lose ground when you follow through with them. You feel tired. You become less clear. They always say, I was just trying to help. A sword never kills anyone. It is a tool in the killer's hand. Seneca wrote, they don't carry knives. They trust each other. They make you doubt them. They know exactly how to use your weakness against you and do it very well. They are not after your body, they are after your mind. They do it in a way that is hard to find. Things always go wrong when you engage them. As you'll see, you miss due dates. You hurt people, not because you're stupid, but because someone pushed you in that direction. That's their art. Support wrapped up in sabotage. They play the victim while your life falls apart. They say their only goal was for you to be happy. They will even cry if they have to. But they're really happy about how confused you are, because they get stronger the more you doubt yourself. Epictetus told us, if someone is able to provoke you, know that your mind is part of the provocation. These people don't make other people angry. They manipulate to get what they want. They use gaslighting. They change words. They make you believe things that aren't true. Over time, you start to doubt your own thoughts. You're not sure. You stop moving. You stop responding based on your own ideas and start relying on theirs. It was Marcus Aurelius who said, the soul is colored by its thoughts. Someone doesn't have to touch you to want to break you. They only need to say the right things like, you're not good enough, or this is too dangerous. No one really backs you up. They don't say it out loud. It's not necessary. They just take you there slowly. You start to live in fear. You begin to play little. Stop being yourself around people simply because they have taught you that you can't trust your own moves unless they agree with them. This helps them win. Not with force, but with rust. With death, the building will fall apart one small crack at a time. What's the worst part? They'll say it wasn't their fault when you finally fall, that you were unstable from the start. They did everything they could to assist you. They'll get away with it, but you'll be in peace. Just because someone hates you doesn't mean they want you to leave. Keep an eye on how your focus changes after being with them. Look at your energy. Believe in yourself. Do not focus on the words, but on the effect. When something doesn't feel right, trust your gut. Because those who really want the best for you, they'll make you better. You will be grounded. You won't feel lost after they leave. But those who want to break you, they'll lead you straight into the dark while saying they were lighting the way. It's not a competition. The damage is done with a smile on their face. Number 2, they magnify your flaws and minimize your wins. Some people will always remember the mistakes you made. They'll act like nothing happened after you do something important, like make a big step forward at work, change the way you think, or win a small battle you've been fighting for years. They'll talk about something else. Tell a joke. Don't say anything. But what if you slip? The moment you mess up a word, miss a date, or show a weak spot, after a while they come to life. They pay more attention to you now. Being more honest, adding their 2 cents while wearing worry on their face. They don't mean to hurt you. They just want to make you look bad. Your growth, momentum, and development are a threat to their static comfort. Marcus Aurelius said, when someone blames you or hates you, or when many people criticize you in the same way, look into their souls and see what kind of people they are. Pay attention to the people who focus on your flaws and don't care about your efforts. Check out how they live. Most people have given up on their own growth a long time ago. They don't want to get better. They just want to make sure that you don't get too far ahead of everyone else. It's not just jealousy. The fire of jealousy is strong, but it goes out. It's getting colder where you are. Better thought out. It's an addiction that comes from anger. When you get compliments, they say you've changed as if it were a sin. If you grow, improve, or move up in life. But what if you trip? They can now talk easily. This is what you always do. I knew this was short-lived. See, after all, you're not that different. They will also make sure other people hear it. They'll make your flaws seem worse in places where you're not. They'll use small flaws to tell whole stories about who you are. If you rise, they'll have to face the truth about how stuck they are, so they won't let you change. Be around people who are likely to make you better, Seneca said. But this kind of person makes you less sharp. They sand you down slowly in peace until you start to doubt yourself. You might wonder if being proud of your wins makes you cocky. You might feel bad that you've grown up and become different from the person they like better. That's how they work. Not by attacking directly, but by making people feel bad about themselves. You feel down every time they roll their eyes, say something passive-aggressively, or leave an awkward silence. If you're not careful, you'll start to believe them in the end. You'll start hiding your wins, having less confidence in yourself, being quiet to make other people feel better. They will love it. As a result, you are now easy to handle. You're no longer that mirror that shows what they could have been if they had tried. You need to wake up here. No, your growth is not a bother. Your success doesn't pose a threat. There is no question about your strength, growth, or fire. And someone who only sees you clearly when you're hurt isn't your friend. They are just waiting for you to trip and fall again. This is why having limits is important. Because of this, you need to be very picky about who you share your energy with. Do not let anyone see you when you are bleeding. Get rid of them before they make fun of your scars. If someone can't cheer for you when you win, they have no right to talk when you mess up. Keep in mind that real help won't run away from your light. It encourages it. It makes it happen. It wants you to keep going. Not that you have to be perfect. If you notice that someone in your life is always downplaying your successes and focusing on your flaws, don't ignore it. That's not just bad behavior. It's a form of intentional suppression. Rule 5. Build inner strength. They often make it very clear that they don't want you to grow. Instead, they want you to fail. They don't want things to get better. They only want less from you. Number 3, they smile with their mouth but not with their eyes. When you tell some people about your success, you get a certain feeling. You've done your part. You've put in time, effort, and sacrifice. Finally, you've made a big point. You already know they have a smile on their face. But what about their eyes? They don't. I think that smile was practical. It doesn't reach their eyes. You can feel it. How cold and not warm it was. The feelings they're trying to show don't match the words they use. They say, "That's great," but their eyes are far away, cold, and maybe even a little jealous. They seem to be uncomfortable when you're happy, which you've probably also noticed. It's easy to see, even though they try to hide it. Their eyes lie to them. It looks like they're just trying to survive. They're aware that you won, but they can't bring themselves to truly celebrate it. They don't want to be real because they want to be nice. This isn't just a response to what you did. This shows more about who they are and where they are in their own life. They feel bad when they see someone else doing well, especially if they feel like their own journey is stuck or not moving forward. When you shine, it makes them think of all the things they haven't done because they were too scared or lazy to pursue them. It's not always that they hate you. It's that your growth shows them the gaps in their own life that they don't want to face. You're moving forward and they're not. And that makes them feel something that they can't hide. Even if they put on a fake smile, it reminds them that they've been wasting their abilities by waiting for the right time, or even worse, by avoiding the tough work that needs to be done to make things better. Someone once told me, first tell yourself what you want to be, and then do what you have to do. These people don't know what kind of person they want to be. They aren't seeing things straight. They don't have a plan for their life that moves them forward. And seeing you do what you set out to do makes them face the uncomfortable truth that they aren't doing anything. That's why they smile. It's not because they're really happy for you. They must smile to keep up appearance. The smile is a mask that they wear to get through the moment. There is a fire behind that mask, though. It's not a fire of inspiration or drive for you, but a fire of anger. They're not happy with you. They wish they had what you have. It's easy to think that the problem is with you at times like these. You might start to wonder if you're bragging or being too proud, but the truth is that their response is about them, not you. They don't like the thought of you finding something to be happy about. You found something they were still looking for. They don't know how to deal with that emotion, so they hide it with a smile that stops short of their eyes. Seneca wrote about this and told us not to do it. Be around people who are likely to make you better. He said, if someone only smiles at you and doesn't do anything more than be nice when they see your success, that person isn't someone who will make you better. They will only make you feel less important than them. They won't push you to grow. Instead, they'll try to dim your light in a sneaky way, since it highlights their shadow. You could start to take on their energy, which is a risk. If you achieve, you might start to wonder if you did something wrong. If you want to make other people feel good, you might start to downplay your accomplishments. That's not your job, though. Your job is to rise, to grow. And it's not your fault if someone can't handle your rise. People like these should be seen for what they are. They're not always bad people, but they're struggling with their own self-worth. When they see someone else succeed, it makes their own worries and fears worse. They don't want you to succeed because it reflects on what they haven't been able to achieve. People who can't give you approval aren't worth your time in the end. There's a message in the smile with the dead eyes. It means someone might be acting happy for you, when really they wish they were in your shoes. You don't need to stay in that place. Keep your energy safe. Enjoy your wins, no matter how big or small they are. Don't let someone else's displeasure with your success dim the light you've worked so hard to create. Because the truth is, you don't need someone in your life if they can't make you smile with their eyes. Number 4, they learn you not to know you, but to destroy you. There's a dark side to your life that moves around like a ghost. It doesn't make its presence known in a violent or angry way. It doesn't yell or strike back. That kind of evil isn't as sneaky. It looks around, it listens, it learns. It doesn't seem dangerous at first. It might even seem nice. One starts to ask you about your habits, goals, and dreams. Pause. They want to know where you're from, what you care about, and what wakes you up in the morning. At first, it looks like nothing. They are interested, genuinely interested. They want to learn more about you. But after some time, you start to notice something is wrong. The questions keep coming. They want to know more about you, but when you try to get to know them, they turn away. They don't share. They never have a mouth, only ears. Pause. Their world stays closed, but yours is open to them. They are taking your data, keeping it, and organizing it. It makes you wonder why you've never learned anything about them. This is not harmless interest. It is a well-thought-out plan, a way to spy on people's feelings. They are not studying you to understand you, but to break you down. It's not about hate. It's about power. They don't have to act mean toward you because what they really want is much more risky. It's about being patient. When your guard is down and you least expect it, they wait for the right time to use everything they know about you to break you down from the inside out. The lines are pulled. They hurt you the most. They only need to be clear. They don't need to be loud. You might not even know it's happening at first. What the heck? Everyone asks each other stuff, right? We talk about our lives, including the good and the bad things that happen to us, but these guys don't want you to do well. They are not interested in your goals. They care about your flaws, your fears, and the holes in your base that you didn't even know were there. They plan to use those holes when the time is right. Pause. This kind of trickery is often hidden as friendship or a link. You can see the trend if you step back. They are never weak when they're with you. People expect you to share everything about yourself, but they never do. They find out things about you but don't give you anything in return. Then they know just how to attack you when you're weakest. Ask yourself, how can I tell if this person is in my life? There are small signs. They are there though. Watch out for the imbalance in the connection. They always question you, but you never get a chance to answer. They know a lot about you, but you don't know anything about them. They don't let anyone in and don't talk about their own problems or successes. They're always one step ahead of you, which throws you off. Pause. These people don't want to build real relationships or respect for each other. Their goal is much worse. They want to get close enough to get power over you, use you, and make you feel weak. They don't want to make you look better. These people want to hurt you. It's also not about being scared. It's about being aware. To keep your peace, you need to know how things work. To be able to tell the difference between someone who is truly interested in you and someone who is just trying to get information. Pause. You're not the only one who is starting to see this kind of person in your life. Many people miss the truth that you see. It's possible for this kind of emotional abuse to happen in family, work, and friendship situations, but being aware is the first thing you need to do to protect yourself. This last sign is the most dangerous and can kill you. Not just the way they treat you, but also the sneaky things they do behind the scenes to make everyone else dislike you. At first, you might not even know it. Everything seems fine. You can feel the change, but you can't quite place it. There are changes in how people treat you. Friends start to drift away. People at work look away from you because they are suddenly too busy to do anything but smile or nod. Pause. People in your family make you feel cold in a way that you didn't ask for. You've been left alone, but not by directly arguing with them. By getting into a big fight or making a lot of noise, the quiet seeds of doubt that were planted in other people's thoughts have pushed you to the edge by something much more subtle and sneaky. It's not an attack. It's not even a fight to the words. There's something much worse going on. They've been working behind your back, making up stories and spreading rumors so that whenever someone talks about you, it's always with a hint of doubt or bad feelings. They never say what they really think, but they don't need to. It's easy for them to poison the well of trust. It's only little things at first. A friend could bring up something that was said about you without meaning to. Someone at work might talk about something you did, but all of a sudden the tone changes. Instead of respect, people are wary of you now. Pause. And in the middle of all this, the person who has been getting these ideas from other people, talking about you behind your back, is acting like a puppet master. In this case, the person is being killed strategically. The bad guy doesn't have to argue with you. They don't want to fight. It would be too clear if there was a fight. Instead, they take advantage of the people around you to make them doubt your character, your deeds, and your worth. They make you look bad, but not by making strong charges or insults. Instead, they plant just enough doubt to make other people question your credibility. That's all that's needed to begin the isolation process. Rule 5. Build inner strength. Pause. The wise Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius told us about these kinds of situations when he said, "The best revenge is to be unlike the person who did the wrong." Don't get angry when someone tries to trick you like this. They have made people angry, so don't go up to them. They've been able to do that by quietly manipulating people. The most important thing to know, though, is that their trick did not work. You can now see them for what they are. Tough for you to be weak. They wanted you to have no power. It was their plan for you to fight, beg for answers, and try to fix things in a way that would leave you open to more harm. Instead, you become stronger by seeing through their trick. You understand that they are powerful only because you gave them power for a long time. You don't have to play along with them anymore now that you know what they're really like. Take a step back. You can stop letting their poison run through your life and move on. It's tempting to fight back, to show them all wrong, and to go after the people they've lied to. But leaving is where the real power is. The best payback isn't about getting even. You can choose to be different. It's about getting better. It means letting go of the need to show your innocence, and instead focusing on what is true. You have power when you don't blow up in anger or panic. There's nothing better than being able to leave the drama and trickery behind and just live your life honestly. Finally, the person who meant to hurt you will have nothing left but their own anger and sadness. Not only will they be cut off from you, but also from anyone who knows the truth, since the truth always comes out, and when it does, they'll be the only ones left. Remember that the best thing you can do is stay calm. Even if you want to fight back or face the people they've poisoned, stay true to yourself. Do not speak out. Allow them to act. They should try to destroy things they can't handle. You'll be the one who never gets hurt in the end, while they'll only have their anger to keep them company. People who are dangerous aren't loud. They are planned. They don't come with threats. Instead, they smile and praise you at the right time. But if you look closely, you can see that they always do the same things. Destroy, quiet, manipulate, hurt, and sabotage. We didn't learn to fight everyone from the Stoics. They taught us to see things as they really are, to get a good look, to keep our peace and thoughts safe. Not every enemy looks like an enemy, but every enemy leaves a mark. So don't forget about these signs. Don't try to explain them away. Most importantly, don't lower yourself to their level. Get up, people they are. Pay attention. Remember that what they fear most is your success, your peace, and your presence.